Welcome back to BB Secrets Daily. Today's Bold and the Beautiful spoilers dive into a shocking twist. Thomas shocked by Steffy's crazy move. What could possibly push Steffy Forrester to take such a bold step? And how will it shake the future of her family? Let's break down every emotional detail behind this dramatic shift. Because this isn't just about romance. It's about loyalty, betrayal, and Steffy's fight to protect her mother at all costs. Thomas Forrester lives in a world built on hope, but also on illusions he refuses to let go of. In his heart, there's still a child who dreams of his parents walking hand in hand, of family dinners without conflict, of stability that has always slipped through his fingers. That vision is what drives him, even if reality has shattered it time and time again. Ridge's repeated betrayals of Taylor should have been enough to kill that dream. Each time Ridge returned to Brooke, Taylor was left bruised, broken, and diminished. And yet, Thomas still holds on, gripping the fantasy so tightly that it blinds him. His anger, instead of turning toward the man who made the decision, lashes out at the easiest target, Brooke Logan. To Thomas, Brooke is a temptress, a destroyer of homes, the constant thief of his father's devotion. He paints her as the villain because it spares him from confronting a truth that cuts too deep. His father is not the noble protector he longs for, but a man who chooses his own happiness at the cost of others. That denial is Thomas's shield, but it's also his weakness. It leaves him vulnerable, fragile, and completely unprepared for the bombshells Steffy is about to drop. Steffy Forrester has always been fierce, bold, and unafraid to chase what she believes in. In the past, that passion was directed toward reuniting her family, encouraging Ridge and Taylor to rebuild the love story she thought was destined. But after witnessing her mother's heart crushed once again, something inside Steffy changes. Her determination transforms into fury, and her loyalty hardens into resolve. This time, she refuses to let Taylor play the role of the tragic heroine, always standing in the shadows while Ridge's gaze drifts back to Brooke. Steffy looks at the cycle, Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, and she sees it for what it is, a carousel of heartbreak that never stops spinning. Her crazy move isn't reckless, it's revolutionary. She decides that if Ridge cannot give Taylor the happiness she deserves, then she will find someone who can. Imagine the shock of Steffy scouring her circle for potential suitors, or even daring to suggest something modern, like Taylor trying online dating. The idea may sound absurd, but for Steffy, it's an act of defiance and love. She wants her mother to reclaim her worth, to embrace the possibility of joy beyond Ridge. And in that moment, Steffy stops being just Taylor's daughter. She becomes her protector, her advocate, her shield against further pain. For Thomas, Steffy's move feels like a dagger to the chest. His sister, the one who once stood by his side in the dream of family unity, is suddenly tearing that dream apart. To him, this isn't just about Taylor dating someone new. It's about Steffy abandoning the Forrester legacy, about admitting that their parents will never be whole again. The shock is overwhelming. Thomas may see Steffy's plan as betrayal, as her choosing to side against him rather than fight for their parents' love. His anger could explode, accusing Steffy of giving up, of disrespecting their family's bond. But underneath the rage lies fear. Fear that she might be right. Fear that their father will never change. Fear that the fairy tale ending he has clung to his entire life is nothing more than a lie. Steffy, however, isn't driven by betrayal. She's driven by compassion. She's tired of seeing her mother's tears, tired of Taylor being stuck in a loop of hope and disappointment. For Steffy, this isn't about destroying their family. It's about saving her mother's heart from a man who will always wander back to Brooke. And in this clash of visions, Thomas's desperate fantasy versus Steffy's fierce reality, the Forrester family is about to face an emotional earthquake. The spoilers are crystal clear. Taylor Hayes will step into a brand new chapter of her romantic life in the months ahead. But how she gets there and who pushes her toward that future is the real story. At first, Taylor may resist. Imagine her laughter, gentle but nervous, when Steffy suggests something as outrageous as a dating app, or the sharp way she might shake her head when her daughter hints at setting her up with someone Steffy already knows. "I don't need rescuing," Taylor might say, trying to put up a brave front. After all, she is a strong, accomplished woman, and she's lived through decades of heartbreak. But beneath that strength lies a truth Taylor can't deny. She's tired of being second choice. Steffy sees it, Steffy feels it, and Steffy refuses to let her mother settle for scraps of affection from Ridge ever again. This is where Steffy's crazy move turns into something powerful. By planting the seed, whether through playful teasing or a serious heart-to-heart, she pushes Taylor to imagine life beyond the Ridge-Brook triangle. Could Taylor actually fall in love again? The thought is terrifying, but also thrilling. There's a chance she might meet someone who sees her not as a consolation prize, but as the woman who deserves to be first, last, and only. And even if Taylor resists at first, Steffy's determination could crack the walls her mother has built around her heart. This isn't just about romance. It's about liberation. It's about Steffy finally helping Taylor reclaim her worth, her joy, and her right to happiness. And in doing so, Steffy proves she's not just a daughter, but a guardian of her mother's heart. And now we arrive at the heart of the storm. The question that could reshape the bold and the beautiful forever. Will Taylor finally dare to step out of Ridge's shadow, breaking free from the endless cycle of hope and heartbreak? Can she imagine a future where she is cherished not as someone's second choice, but as a woman who deserves unconditional love? Or will fate pull her back once again, binding her to the whirlwind of Ridge and Brook, the most destructive yet irresistible pairing in Los Angeles? And then there's Thomas. His fragile dream of family unity is already hanging by a thread. To him, Steffy's shocking decision isn't just about matchmaking. It's about tearing down everything he's been fighting for his whole life. The question is, how will he respond? Will Thomas explode in anger, accusing his sister of betrayal? Will he double down on his fantasy, refusing to let it go? Or perhaps, just perhaps, will this be the wake-up call that forces him to face the truth? That their father will never change, and that Taylor deserves so much more. Steffy's bold move may divide the Forresters, but it could also be the very thing that saves her mother's heart. And that's the beauty of this twist. No matter which path they take, someone will walk away broken. So now, I turn it over to you, the fans. Do you think Steffy is right to interfere in Taylor's love life? Or should she stay out of it and let her mother decide? Should Taylor take the leap into something new, opening her heart to fresh possibilities? Or is there still a place for Ridge in her future, no matter the cost? And how do you think Thomas will handle this emotional earthquake? I can't wait to hear your theories, so drop them in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video, share it with other Bold and the Beautiful fans, and subscribe to BB Secrets Daily, where we break down every shocking twist, every jaw-dropping betrayal, and every forbidden romance this show throws at us. Because on the Bold and the Beautiful, love isn't just complicated, it's a battlefield. And the next chapter in Taylor's story may not just change her life, it may change the entire Forrester family forever.